Welcome to History 101, American Civilization Part 2. In this class, we cover the time period starting from the 1870s, the time of Reconstruction after the Civil War, and we go all the way up to the modern period, the present day. So we'll be taking a look at topics like race relations, inequalities for workers as the workers battle the upper class, trying to gain more rights, trying to gain better pay, better working conditions. We'll be taking a look at gender rights throughout this class as well. We'll be taking a look at military struggles in the United States, World War I, World War II, the Cold War, and how these wars impact civil liberties in the United States. So we'll also be looking at social history. Okay, so a number of different topics that we cover in this course, all the way up to the present day. Now, in this video, I'd like to give you a brief tour of the course on Canvas so you have an idea of how to get started and what it's going to be like each week. Now, here we are on the course homepage. If you scroll down past the welcome video, you will see this section called Getting Started. And we have 4 things here for you to do to get started in this course. All right, so for one, you have the course syllabus. Okay, I want you to read the course syllabus. You can download it right here. You can also read it on Canvas. I'll show you where that is in a minute. After you look over the course syllabus, and by the way, you want to take a good look at the course syllabus because there will be a quiz on it, which is due the very first day of class, okay? And that's how I'm taking attendance on the first day of class. So if you don't do the quiz on the first day, it's possible you could get dropped from the course, right? So it's just like an in-person class where you have to be there on the first day. Okay. Number 2, we have the orientation module, right? Just giving you a brief orientation into the course. That is located on the modules page. We can click this link here to go to the modules page. And here we are on the modules page. You're going to find pretty much everything for this course. So get very familiar with this page. At the top of this page, we have the office hours link. Okay. And so this is where you can meet with me during office hours to ask me any questions that you would like. Okay. So you just click on this and you will see the link here for office hours. When are they? Every Monday and every Wednesday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Back on the modules page, here is that orientation module that I was talking about. Okay, so this is going to give you a brief orientation to the course. All right, so you got the welcome page, a little bit more about me, the instructor. Here's your course syllabus. So you just click on that and you can read the course syllabus on Canvas. Here are some important pages. How to conduct research using the library's databases. Okay, so if we click on that, let's check it out real quick. In this class, we're going to be writing a research paper, which is due towards the end of the course. All right, so it's our big project for the semester. And here is where I show you how to conduct research on Southwestern's library's databases. Okay, so you just click this link to go to the databases and then follow these step-by-step instructions. Okay, pay special attention to number 11 because this is where I talk about a brand new database that we have here at Southwestern. It's called JSTOR and it's really amazing. It's going to be really helpful for you when you do your research paper. Okay, and then here is a video where I walk you through the process. So watch that and I'll take you step by step through the process of conducting research using Southwestern's library databases. Back on the orientation page, if you scroll down, you have some pages here in this module that tell you how to use Canvas, how to set up your profile and your settings. There's also a page that shows you how to get Microsoft Office 365 for free, which is awesome. As a student of Southwestern, you get that for free. And then when you need some help down here in this section, you have a page that gives you a number of different resources that you can use as a student, such as tutoring, the writing lab. Okay, here's a link to Southwestern's library's homepage, right? Counselors, disability support services if you have a learning disability or physical disability, right? So a bunch of helpful resources here for you to use. Then below you have the question and answers discussion page. You can click on this and type in a question, and this is just for any questions that you have about the course, right? I will answer back to you within 24 hours. Then back on the home page, if you scroll back down here, that was the orientation module. Now let's go ahead and go to the VoiceThread module. This is the next thing that you should do after you complete the orientation module. Okay, what is VoiceThread? It's an external site or an app that you can use to have discussions. And it's awesome because you can have discussions not just by typing, but by using video, by using audio. So it's a lot more engaging than doing discussions on Canvas. But we're also going to be doing those as well, right? So you'll have a little bit of both. So let's go ahead and check out the VoiceThread module. Now, on the modules page, if you scroll down past the orientation module, here is the introduction to VoiceThread module. Okay, now this is important because it teaches you how to use VoiceThread. Okay, you got to have some training first before you jump in. And you have to complete this module, these 4 pages. You got to go through all 4 of them before you can submit your first VoiceThread discussion, which is due in week 1. Back on the home page, once you complete your VoiceThread module, then it's time to get started with the modules for week 1. Okay, so let's go ahead and check those out. You'll see that there's a part 1 and a part 2 for week 1, and it's going to be like that every week, 2 modules per week. Back on the modules page, let's go ahead and scroll down, and you will see the 2 modules for week 1. Okay, now since this is an 8-week course, everything is accelerated. It's all faster. So that's why we have 2 modules for every week. Okay, so let's take a look at the example of week 1, part 1. Now you'll notice that there's a date range next to the title here of the module. And so we should be completing this module by the 19th, by October 19th. All right. So let's go ahead and scroll down. This is what all the modules will look like. They all have a similar format. There's a module welcome page, okay, which gives you an overview of what this module is about, plus the learning objectives for this module. After that, you have content and video lecture pages, okay, and for this particular module, we're looking at the topic of reconstruction. Okay, and so here are those several pages. Let's take a look at one of these to get an idea of what they look like. So on each of the content and video lecture pages, you will have a video overview. So you will just read through that, and then you will watch the video lecture. Okay, so you'll have several of these pages for each one of the content and video lecture pages for each module. Next, we have the assignments for this particular module for part 1 of week 1. You have a quiz that is due on October 17th, the first day of class. And then you have the first VoiceThread discussion, okay, where we introduce ourselves. Right? It's worth 10 points, and that is due on October 19th. And then after the assignments, you have the module wrap-up, where we just give a brief review of everything that we covered for this particular module. And then you have part 2 for week 1. So it's a separate module, okay? And you see there's a date range for that as well, ending on 10/23, which is a Sunday. So if we scroll down, it's the same type of layout, welcome page, content and video lecture pages. The Gilded Age is the main topic for this particular module. You have your assignments. There's the topic proposal paper. You'll notice that this is not due until October 28th, but since it is a bigger assignment, that's why it's being introduced in this module, so you have some time to complete it. And you also have a discussion. Now, this is not a VoiceThread discussion, this is a regular discussion, okay? You could also access all of your discussions here on the left-hand side. You see there's discussions. You could also access the quizzes here, your assignments, right? But they're also all located here in the modules page. And then you have your module wrap up at the bottom. So that's a brief tour of our course on Canvas. If you have any questions, please email me and I will get back to you.